Thanks for this opportunity, Adrian, to do a bit of a demo on urban composting. After trialling many and various different ways, I've discovered this type of bin that's supplied by many local councils is the ideal way to facilitate the biodegradation process. Anyway, I'll run through this. Here's a bin. We've drilled holes. You can see holes intermittently spaced around it.
Yeah.
Just small holes. Keeping them small is good. They breathe and breathe. Now, this is a compost heaping process. Under there's lots of green, lots of what we've harvested from the garden, a few grass clippings. But basically, here is a bucket of patricibles, kitchen cuttings, that can be used as an investment in an earth repair bank. The next trick or technique that's applied is to use a used newspaper. The Gazette is great for this. With this, we take the papers and we just massage the heap into an orderly stack so that it's pretty well in the centre and it's going to biodegrade evenly. But before I go very far with this, what I like to do is wash out the bucket and the remaining residue that's on the bottom.
Okay, well, let's follow you.
So let's clean this out. For years, I've been trialling composting all kinds of ingredients, and in particular newspaper, even with colour print, biodegrades very efficiently back to soil. Now, you'll see why I have some newspaper in the bottom of that. I'm just going to empty the residue into there. Now, that is an investment into an earth repair bank. Thinking of this container as like a bank, because this is where earthworms will proliferate in their growth. Potentially, this can help produce millions of earthworms. We call them ERF worms. Like, we've got a character called Earthworm whose favourite slogan is, excuse me, what the world needs now is a sense of humus. And it's all about the effective composting of all biodegradable materials that can be converted back into fertiliser as compost. Down the bottom, when this is harvested, you'll see hundreds of worms have been created as a result of this process. And just evening it up as much as possible, pressing it down, you kind of massage it into not airtight, but semi-airtight contribution to this heap. Now look, a container like this, one manufacturer says, can hold 20 times its capacity. It sounds unbelievable and extraordinary, but the fact is, I found it to be quite true, because there have been times, many times, that I've filled a bin to absolute maximum capacity, don't look at it again for a month, and it's reduced to about half the size. And then I add to it and add to it and add to it, and this amazing, I think, miraculous process of biodegradation. If anybody wants to bother to look up composting on Google and go deeply into the macro view of what occurs in that time when everything is transformed that was once alive, and in the combination of this, of a bin like that breathes in the sun most of the time and kept moist and layered with ingredients like this, it biodegrades with maximum efficiency and hygiene. It's just one of the best ways to build soil to grow food forests, which is one of the advocacies of our campaign, which is titled What the World Needs Now is a Sense of Humus. Now, what I do with this, I use a little bit of newspaper just to line the bottom of the bucket. Sometimes it can make it easier when emptying, but as you saw there, I just let it and put it into the stack. And then just to finish off with this newspaper, in 2 or 3 weeks, this will be non-existent. It'll actually be soil, and there'll be worms crawling all around it and through it and on it, and it's an amazing thing. Well, there it is. The instant, impromptu, unexpected, unrehearsed, unpracticed demo of urban composting process.
Thank you.